Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Calhoun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
49-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Calhoun got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Calhoun. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
operating from the gun. Calhoun firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Rams, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 34.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, Baker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
1st and 10.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 116 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker over the middle here to Brown. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Baker, and he slings one that's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Baker. And this time he's got the hook on. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
To throw is Baker. Off the play fake. And it is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's pretty.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast.
But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the second down throw on target. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Calhoun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. Covington. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll try the left side. Covington. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Calhoun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gross. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down, Covington. And Lions have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Baker. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The ball carried.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
On second down now. It's Lawrence. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
1-yard gain.
To throw on second down, Calhoun. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on third and long, Calhoun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pirine, draw play. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
It's been an exciting sequence to watch. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now left side on the swing pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Raiders.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown.
Baker's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 10-yard line.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Baker. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Touchdown grab, and the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
What's good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Calhoun. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And the He's got it. They bring him down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is the tight end fan. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way. And they won't set it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And trying to find Troy, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Calhoun's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Rams' 37-yard line.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. first down.
Operating from the gun. Calhoun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Baker on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Baker got his man complete over the middle. It's Balaam. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's
from the gun. Calhoun into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
second and
off the play fake. Baker. And his throw is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Baker. And he comes back with one complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Baker now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Baker to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On second down, It's Lawrence. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Baker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots, and there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Baker. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Baker on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brought down back.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Good. Makes the score Rams 38, Raiders 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Back on the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season... Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
28-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's 3rd down. And
To throw on 3rd down, Calhoun. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. It's Lawrence. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And a run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary again. Touchdown, LA! Great effort there. 42 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 32.
From the gun, Calhoun. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is Fant on the short completion. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit.
Oh, strip! The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Baker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Baker. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
It's to second and goal.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. That's caught over the middle by Fant. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the gun. Calhoun. And that'll be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Calhoun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
On first down, it's Lawrence, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
17.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.